Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Old World Blues, playing with the Lost Expedition mod. We are playing with the Baggers, who have a unique singular focus tree with this extra sub-mod. And we already had a little bit of early aggression. We are starting to try to push our way over to Boulder, but there's a lot more national focuses we're going to have to take care of first. Found the first ghoul town is what I'm doing now, which gets me some compliance in some of the territory that we just took, and a bit of extra compliance would certainly be nice. The Phoenix Republic declares a war. Fascinating. What do we want as far as our boosts here? We could, let's see, could focus on things like road patrols. This gets me compliance a lot faster. However, costs me more manpower and more equipment and so on. I don't think I necessarily need to do this. No, caravan guards should be okay. We're not really worried about this right now. I think the extra boost in the compliance would be nice, though. It will increase my recruitable population from the state, reduce how much we have to spend on garrisons. Eventually, we'll be able to get some extra local resources and factories and stuff, which would be nice, too. So there's a lot that we need to do, but oh well. How are we doing as far as our economy? Right now, we're sitting on a small balance of bottle caps. Not a ton, but our expenses are relatively low because we're not fielding too many troops. We can get ourselves another advisor. What would I want? Well, great question. Maybe an economic policy could be nice. Could go for some factory construction speed, more efficiency, supply consumption, factory output, civilian construction speed would be nice if that's what I was focusing on, but it is not. Yeah, that could be fine. No training. We could try to train up our soldiers. We get some organization. Not sure I need that right now. High command and stuff is nice. Don't see it as crucial. It seems to me that economic or research is a higher priority. Family stipends, no. Maybe cultural policies. Let's see. Some daily compliance gain. Okay. Research speed, encryption, but reduce stability by 10%. Caps income I don't really care too much about. Or there's some production policies. Infrastructure, outpost builders, robot manufacture will be useful to me eventually, since I think we are going to be going for a lot more robots going forward. Medical technology, military and civilian factory construction speed. I think this is maybe what I want. We're going to grab some production policies there just to try and increase how quickly we can start building up some factories. Right now, we are painfully slow. 3 years. You know what? I should not have gotten that just now. I kind of forgot we have a wasteland economy, which is obviously garbage. That said, we do not have enough war support right now, nor are we at war. So, this isn't something I can really use right now. But eventually we might be able to go for funding the army, which would be a lot better. Alright, Ghoul Town done. We have to finish all 3 of these before we can move on to different skin, same goals. Let's go for this, I guess, for some extra political power gain. We're going to accept the ghouls as equals and change up some of our laws. This is going to hurt that stability by a fair bit. Not sure I'm thrilled about it. What is the bonus being ex-Goddard, by the way? The Chief Electromechanic Engineer. Energy cell gain from generators. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? If we really cared a lot about having lots of production with trade goods and stuff, that would be useful, I suppose. Where's our trade? That's our trade right there. Right now, we have enough stuff to be fine. Like, I don't have a lot to worry about. I don't think we're really exporting much either. Apparently, we're exporting a teensy-weensy bit. Yeah, we're exporting a teeny-weeny bit of resources to somebody, I guess. I don't really care that much about it. Not worried about it too much. We could build an intelligence agency, by the way. It would cost me a couple of civilian factories, and I only have 1, so maybe not, but, you know, it's a thing. Why do we only have 1? Right, our consumer goods. That would be a problem. Yeah, more civilian factories obviously is necessary. It's pretty darn difficult to build up any meaningful amount of factories with only 1 civilian good factory, but oh well. These are all ahead of time, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's go for a training time reduction. I think that would be fine. And yeah, let's go ahead and grab automation for a production boost, and also just start unlocking the tech we would need for some robots if eventually that ends up being helpful to me. So we are producing enough support equipment that we can at least field the rest of these troops and get them trained up. That'll be nice. So we'll have 7 soldiers at our name against 4 for everyone else. Matrons was puppeted, whoever they are. All right. Ghoul Scavenging Team is going to be next, sitting on a few bottle caps over here. That's nice. So this will just get me some resource gain efficiency. Overall, pretty weak, not very helpful. We've lost a lot of stability. I'm not thrilled. But we do have war support, so if I can actually get myself up to 100 political power, I think we would be able to get out of this wasteland economy nonsense, which would be good. It would also be fantastic to get up to a well-equipped army instead, but for that we need to be at war with somebody who's pretty strong. Which, honestly, I feel like is doable, given the fact that our neighbors all have surely as many factories as we do. We do not have much. I don't know, maybe we'll be able to just jump straight to a well-equipped army. Now, I thought that there was a ramping up power cost in order to change economy law in Old World Blues. Maybe I'm remembering that incorrectly, maybe something has changed since then, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to accept that maybe I make some mistakes. Again, it's been a while since I last played some HoI4. Which is unfortunate. It is well-deserved to continue playing HoI4. HoI4 is still fun. Oh good, more soldiers. Cool. Let's go ahead and add you to the bear pile. Right on over there. I don't see any evidence the war support's going up at the moment, which is fine. Yeah, minus 10% welcoming nation for ghouls. What is this? We now can do ghoul recruitment, which is okay. Ghoul scavenger team done. Let's go for this. This will get me a couple of extra units. Now, I don't really have any, I don't have any special equipment for special forces. So we'll need more production in order to really take use of that, but this should translate into a couple of paratroopers. Now, again, I don't have any air support either, but if I did, you can imagine that the ghoul battalions and stuff for the ghoul paratrooper technology would be nice. For now, we're not going to have it. It's just for the future, we'll be able to start using paratroopers. I don't know. Paratroopers in Old World Blues is pretty good. Most people don't actually have any sort of air support at all. If you can get any transport planes from which you can drop people, you sometimes can just take over lots of territory behind their front line and just outright win wars you otherwise have no business winning. Can be nice. Even better, of course, if you can drop, you know, power armor and stuff, but it's not like I have access to that right now. We are not playing as one of the Brotherhoods. Speaking of Brotherhoods, actually, there's another mod that I want to try out at some point, very similar to this one, where some author is piggybacking off the Old World Blues and coming up with their own story with a singular national focus tree. There is one, I think, called The Exiles, which I want to check out and see if it's fun as well. That is another similar thing. You play one particular nation, it's got one new national focus tree, kinda cool. Invest in small businesses, construction speed boost. You know what? Yeah, I think we go ahead and spend some caps and try for this. Work as needed is done, which is going to get me an extra production boost. We could go for this, which is population nomadicy. Nomadicy? Or nomadicity? So our population naturally leaves? Interesting. Huh. We could reduce that a little bit. We don't need to build any new buildings for any special provisions. I think we ignored that. Maybe we go ahead and research the glider. I don't know when I'll ever get to use it, but I think we go ahead and research that tech. All right, Ghoul Paratroopers tech is done, and we get an extra soldier. I thought we got 2. There you are. Perfect. All right, so we have 2 extra soldiers to work with. Now we can go for the road to Boulder, which will get me a war goal against the Withered Dogs. You withered dogs! They actually have a fair number of factories, potentially. So I know that I want these. And they have anywhere from 1 to 5 troops. I know of only 2. So I think these guys are going to be complete and utter pushovers. Actually, they got 3. Fine. Still, though, you've left this area completely open. So, like, whatever. Let's go for it. I'm going to save my power. We can shift over to the funding of the army, but if I can jump directly to a well-equipped army, I would rather do that for obvious reasons. That goes straight to, like, you know, mobilization law and stuff. It's the same concept. It's like mobilization economic laws for base game. And whenever you can just jump straight to things like war economy, you do it. That is the proper way to play the game. So I'm going to hold on to this power. We'll try for this in about 17 days and see if this works. All right, so now they got 4 troops. So we know where all of them are. I may honestly not even really need to do much except for take Cheyenne and have these guys make a beeline for Fort Collins if possible. Actually, it looks like they're trying to move over here. Okay, so they're kind of guarding this front line, but I think there's going to be a hole for me to exploit no matter what. I mean, this sure looks like I could just make a beeline, right? I think so. Why do I have so few bottle caps all of a sudden? My gross income seems to have dropped a bit. Okay, I don't like that too much. There is supposed to be like an organization marketplace, which for some reason still goes away, so I don't actually get to take a look at that. We can see the trade nodes. There's Dog City, so that's probably the closest one I'm to. I'm up over here. So ideally, taking over Denver, Colorado could open up a trade hub so I can actually start getting a meaningful income. And then we have the uncored states. If I spent power, we could try to core up Chugwater and Ghoultown over here. I am hoping we might actually just get that for free at some point. I don't know. But we'll try for it. All core lands of the Withered Dogs is owned by the Baggers, their subjects, or their allies. That would bypass the focus. Yeah, I guess we could have technically bypassed the focus and just gone for a claim early, but nah. Nah, fam, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that at all. Alright, so Roll to Boulder is done. Now, we do want to work down this direction. Event the promises of a better future. Create an intelligence agency. The long home running gains stability every week for 360 days. We have to own Boulder for this, though. Prepare the settlements gets me more workshops. Military service gets me manpower. Prepare for homecoming. National spirit. Cooperating insurgents. We get... How does this work? I think they lose power attacking and defending against me specifically. Or they lose recruitable population, stability, and war support. Fascinating. I don't know which of those is going to be better for me. I would love to get the manpower and the infantry equipment, to be honest. Prepare the settlements for factories is good. Obviously, getting some extra manpower is good. So I don't know what's going to happen here with these guys, the Black Canyon. You don't have a lot of soldiers. I feel like we would be able to win against you if we prepare the homecoming. I'm going to go for this. On the off chance it lets me start making a push toward Boulder a little bit faster. I don't know if it does this, but we're going to try. In the meantime, of course, we want to declare our war. You guys all need to make a push into Cheyenne. You guys ultimately just need to go down here into Fort Collins and see if we can just bypass these guys entirely. And if we can pin them down so that they don't attack me, perfect. We'll just go directly for the victory points. Actually, it looks like he's literally just going to give it to me, so we're going to go ahead and attack you from behind. That's that. Okay. So now we just need to get Cheyenne Mountain. Everyone needs to contribute to this fight. Well, this should be easy then. Oh, sure, we're getting surrounded. Oh, no. Whatever shall we do? Can you actually pin this guy down just to make sure that he can't technically, you know, kill any of my troops? I would hate to lose this organization. Hang on, wait. You pin him down. Don't let him contribute to the fight. No reinforcements allowed. I'm just making sure that these guys don't contribute, and there we go. That should be it. Boom. Nice and easy. Take all these states. Done. Okay. So we now own the Withered Dogs. I apparently just set up over here. It looks like Boulder might actually be a vassal state. Ah. So the glow bugs, whoever they are, terrifying. Hi, Patches. How you doing? You are apparently a vassal state of the Black Canyon. And you have some troops as well. Okay. Oh! I forgot to modify my government. Ah! Ah! I'm an idiot. Okay. Well, I goofed, so I didn't go for the well-equipped army. Right. So, question, when do we attack you? Do I have war goals I can use against you or anything? Because I want to go kill you. How long would it take me to justify a war goal? 230 days. That's too long. I don't know what happens once we prepare the homecoming and go for fulfilling the expedition's mission. We've met all the requirements here. So, we would get an event, promises of a better future. It sure as heck looks to me like this would have to lead directly into owning Boulder. The war against the Black Canyon Raiders has been concluded. Do I have to wait for you to do something? I don't know. You've got a couple of allies, too.
Hey.
Don't know. Well, pretty sure we would want to take all these if possible. We've got enough troops to actually man the border entirely, which I find amazing. But we can probably pull back a little bit. No one really defending in Boulder. If we could find a way to attack them, we can just go ahead and take it. So the question is, do I now waste some power jumping directly to funding the army? It would be a pretty big waste. It depends on how quickly we think we're going to end up going to war again. And the answer is I have absolutely no idea. Unlocks repair the Zach's computer decision. Getting Paul, the chaos theorist, is apparently necessary if we want to save this Zach's computer. Whatever that's going to mean. Interesting.
Honored to speak with you,
I
sir.
think we can possibly tighten you up a bit more. Because I think we can make a direct push down here to Boulder and focus our firepower a little bit more here. I'm going to save the power. I've definitely messed up. I definitely meant to get the next boost, but I screwed that one up pretty good. How are we doing as far as the occupations and stuff? So we actually got a lot of compliance with these guys. We're almost up to settlement guards, which is going to be pretty nice. Get me extra recruitable population and factories and stuff out of this. Most of this is going down, except the territory we just took for ourselves. There's prepare the homecoming done. Now we're going to go for fulfill the mission's objective. And see if this leads to a war goal that I can use to grab Boulder quickly. These guys should be weak. I mean, they have, what, minus 8% defense against me specifically? If that works the way that I think it does, that's pretty good. We'll go for crowd gear, because I think that could be helpful for the occupations. I'd love to get more of these, but we can't really afford the production costs for any of it anyway. Scrapbot, Specialized warfare, if you had special divisions, can be okay, but I don't. We're not very far ahead of time on some of these techs. We could just kind of go for it a little early. That said, if I'm going to go for anything, I think I go for the resistors early and just get some extra research speed. Gliders are done. One-time use. These planes will expire upon having completed a mission. Barrage balloons. Bomb gliders. Huh. Has this changed? I don't remember this being a thing. Fascinating. Okay, no, that's very interesting. I don't suppose there are any special unique techs I can get down here. Colorado buffs, maybe eventually, actually. Healthy Warriors, Call of the Wild, and Jurassic Strength. Maybe at some point we can take use of that. I don't know. I guess I'm going to go for the smoke signals, even if it is ahead of time, because the extra reinforced rate and stuff could be nice. Also, more refugee assimilation factor. However that works, we don't know. In the last 60 days, 336. That's not true. We finished our war a while ago, unless it reset from the last war. Which could be, I'm not sure. Automated warfare will be done soon, which will give me a few extra buffs. I am looking forward to that. How are we doing on logistics? We got a fair bit of equipment, no spec ops, and that's obviously going to be an issue. So we need to... I think it's tribal scout kits. Whenever we can get a factory, we can start building those and finish supplying our troops up. But yeah, we should be able to build up at least a couple more infantry. So we'll do that. Logistics-wise... yeah, not too bad. Lose a bit of support equipment. We're pretty low on that, but the infantry equipment's starting to pick back up. Yeah, a couple extra units could make a difference. I don't know. It seems like I've already got a larger army than both of these guys combined. So if this works as intended, we'll be fine. I'm looking over at my screen right now, and I'm enjoying seeing that I finally got some of the shelves up over here. There's a bit more to go for in this room, but we're making some progress on finally building out this house. Robots with extra organization, not immediately useful, but I'll go ahead and start the research process since I know it does take a long time. With 4 research slots, I think we can go ahead and take advantage of that. New decisions, that's just the quarterly income. I'm not too worried about it. We are still investing in the small businesses to try and get that construction speed going. Still only have 1 factory building right here, which is obviously just terrible. Sooner we get that compliance up, the better. That's all I can say. 5 days until we find out what fulfilling the expedition's mission does. I'm really hoping it just gets me directly into a war that I am prepared to win. That is what I am hoping for. We will see. All right, promises of a better future. The glow bugs are quite a timid sort of people. Peaceful scavengers picking clean the radiating bones of the remains of Boulder City. Their connection to the Black Canyon Raiders is a strange one, based on necessity. On one hand, they're thankful for the protection that they get against the hangdogs, but it is due to their own interest and not because of their good heart. They would never let the hangdogs salvage that dome so simply. The ghouls would be happier on our side, as we actually would handle them as citizens and not sentries sitting on a figurative bomb. And more importantly, we can even convince a couple of them to rebel against the Raiders. After our success, they'll be rewarded handsomely. The Black Canyon annexes the glow bugs, but I immediately declare war. 2 divisions of ghoul battalions join me. Okay, so we do immediately go to war, but we have a couple extra troops to work with. The Black Canyon just lost some of their troops. We definitely can make an immediate push into this territory. And if we go fast, we can grab some...
Hey.
We can grab a few victory points. I'm going to try to possibly surround you guys, make sure we kill one of your soldiers.
What is it?
You go up here to the Casper Mountains. We have to get as many of these victories as points as possible, and there's a lot of canyons to fight through, so this is going to be a bit weird. I'm not really looking to win this fight. I'm just looking to surround you so you are going to die, not retreat. We'll grab Boulder, Colorado, though. So I imagine that'll be helpful. You go here, you go here. You're going to grab this, then you're going to come up this way. You're pushing up this way. Perfect. We'll control this side of the canyons. Not that I'm worried about the hangdogs yet, exactly. Okay, these guys are about to be surrounded. There we go. Now we go ahead and attack. Finish them off. You guys are going to be pushing up over here. We need to keep going as fast as we can. I don't know exactly where I need to go. We definitely need to grab the victory point, obviously. You head down here. I'm looking at this crossing, and I'm wondering if this is the fastest way to get down to the penitentiary and maybe finish these guys off. Maybe. You go ahead and flank him. Let's just take less losses as we finish these guys off. You guys go along here. Try to take this little choke point, if possible. We'll work our way down here toward Walden. We're going to have to reorganize our troops into 2 separate forks, I think. One taking the straight crossing if it is abandoned, to the other trying to push through the canyons and take some of these victory points. Maybe. You go ahead and clean this up. You go ahead and push up here. Okay, we're about to grab another victory point. So these guys should all be heading up this direction. Still struggling on this one for some reason. I'm not too sure why. You've got no supply, so your organization should be collapsing pretty quickly. Okay. The Chichen Itza Empire is attacking. Okay. I do see he sent some more troops up this way, so if we are quick, we can probably surround this guy. Actually, maybe you should just go ahead and pin him down. One of you head up this way. The other one, don't need a rapid redeploy. I need you to get over this way. If we go over here, and we can grab the straight, we might be able to pin this guy down as well.
What is it?
Let's see if I can possibly do that. Looks like we might be about to fight. The River Bend. We're clearly winning. We battled back the dome for us and pushed back the raiders to the other side of the Medicine Bow. This war was almost more than we could chew, and we lost a lot of manpower. Even if we could push them back to their capital, we could never police their lands. That's probably true. This section between the mountain peaks and where the river bends seems like a natural border and a well-defensible position for us. We have no choice but to call off the offensive, or this victory will be our downfall as well. Yeah, Pyrrhic victory, that is certainly something to consider. If we did take over all the land of the Black Canyon, it would just be a huge amount of manpower and equipment just garrisoning it. So yeah, I actually kind of agree in this case. We'll call it showing mercy so they won't realize our weakness. So it looks like we are going to immediately end the war. We get a core state with the Boulder. We conquered that in the rest of central Colorado. Okay, no, that's pretty good. We just take all of this, and we actually lost very little. Okay, no, this works. This works really well for me. I'm happy with that. We're going to go ahead and set up a quick little border right here. And then we're going to set up against the hangdogs just in case they get any ideas. I'm going to have all of you assign here, except for you. You're fine where you are. No, you know what? You go down here after all. One of you is going to defend here. The other one defend here. And then maybe the garrison as well. I'm just going to defend my borders because I don't know where the events are going to go next. So now we can go for home at last, which is going to give me a lot of research speed. Lots of it. Open mic at Glowbug's Grove. A lot of compliance. Okay. Change the name to Leafy Grove. Yeah. Good news sent home. Lose some manpower. Send some troops to Shady Sands to tell the president of the NCR we did something. Could get me a lot of stability. We have no stability right now, admittedly. Would like to get some compliance. Resource gain I don't care about. Prepare the settlements. I think we have to prepare the settlements first, though. It is more important to me that I get some factories up and run. I forgot again! Pardon me one moment while I reload the last autosave and do that over again. Okay, let's try that one again. Now we get the event. Boom. Conquer all this. Done. Okay, so now we do have the well-equipped army. I actually was thinking about changing my conscription law, but we didn't have quite enough political power to make that one work, unfortunately. But either way, okay.
Hey.
Okay. Now we'll try that one again. Gosh, sometimes I am just the biggest dum-dum that ever dum-dummed, I think, on occasion, but... Alright, no, it's fine. Good news is, just had to redo that war and all. It's easy enough. No big deal. Any other advisors we really want here, or do we want to focus more on... I mean, we have Boulder. I guess we should probably go ahead and take Paul. Even though we have effectively no stability to speak of, now we actually would have an event. Also, by the way, we have apparently refugees. As states are conquered in the wasteland, the refugees will flee new occupation and seek to settle down elsewhere. Looks like there are a lot of unassimilated refugees, which is absolutely crushing my stability. Oh, wow. Okay. However, since then, we are going to be gradually assimilating them. The higher the assimilation power, obviously, the better. So that's why my stability is down at 0. Wow, okay. We could spend political power to try and speed this up by a lot, which would be nice, but I don't think we can. That's an interesting mechanic, actually. I like that. Too many refugees completely destabilizing the nation. It makes sense.
What's up?
That's kind of cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I do want to get Denver, Colorado, but Dog City is going to be a little bit harder for me to get right about now, I think. A little bit too hard for me. So what's this event as far as repairing the Zach's computer? I do not see what was promised yet. That doesn't mean we're not going to get it. Just means I don't have it yet. Unlocks the decision. You'll have to control Boulder Dome first and make a damage report. I sort of suspect that first we have to complete home at last in order to move our capital here, and then we can probably work on it. How much longer do we have with the Zach's computer? Got about a year. We have about 1 year from now. Depending on how long it takes to repair the computer, we actually might be able to do that in time. Prepare the settlements and all that first. We have 3 factories now, which is greatly speeding up how quickly we can build some factories. Thank God for that. As far as production, we only got 3 we can work with, but at least now we're producing enough equipment so we can field everything. Not a lot for our spec ops, but it's something. I'll work with what I got at the moment. I am a little bit worried about some occupations. Compliance up with the Luminous ones has certainly improved quite a bit. We could pass the national focuses, which gets me a lot more compliance gear. Don't need it right now, but it is something we will be doing at some point. Horses? Are those robotic horses? Where'd those come from? I have no idea. I like it, though. We're not ahead of time on any more tech. I think we go for the construction speed of 10%. Now that we have enough factories to take advantage of that, that becomes a bit more useful to me. Sort of. And yeah, we're about to get ourselves 1 extra workshop. What do we think we're going to need more than anything? I mean, gliders and stuff sounds nice. Crowd control gear, I mean, probably not. I think we'll want to end up focusing a bit more on generic infantry equipment. That's probably going to ultimately be the thing I go through the most as I continue to go to war. How are we doing with these refugees? Okay, so we have managed to assimilate quite a few more. 252 have been assimilated. So we're getting there. Warden declared war on the hangdogs. Something just happened here in Denver. Hello, the Warden. Looks like some sort of another Zach's computer has just declared against the hangdogs. What is that going to mean for me in the future? I haven't the foggiest, but I'm looking forward to finding out. Wow, yeah, look at that stability. But it is improving. Gradually, it is improving. That's a cool mechanic. I like it, actually. I like it a lot. And of course, the more refugees there are, the harder it is to... Let's go ahead and just grab this ahead of time. The more harder it is for us to control the compliance and the resistance as time goes on. Yeah, that's an interesting mechanic. Low stability means more resistance growth and less compliance. Very interesting. I approve. Not that that means anything. No one cares whether I approve. And yet, I will simply say that I do. Let's go for home at last. We're going to move our capital over to Boulder, which is going to become Dome City, which gets me medical and building technology research speed. Building technology research speed? What is that? Is that construction speed? If that's the case, well, maybe I shouldn't have gotten that quite as early as I did. What's this? We have resistance to occupation. Oh no, Fort Collins. No, what are you doing? Yeah, they got 26% resistance. Duly noted, but I think I can accept that loss temporarily. I just need to keep getting the compliance up. We'll eventually take the focuses that kind of help stabilize the region a bit more. Could also consider coring some states using some of my political power, but not sure that that's the first priority. Smoke signals are done. Good, good, good. Let's go ahead and work on some additional useful tech. I think we'll go for more manpower and the monthly population, also making it a little bit more attractive for refugees. The more refugees come in here and get assimilated, the better. It just translated means to me having more manpower and stuff to work with eventually, right? Looks like the Warden might be losing their war against the hangdogs, but this is giving me some idea what the hangdogs are capable of. Even with a little civil war, it looks like they are able to win something. Okay. Something to be concerned about. Yeah, this will just take a little while. All right. I do want to finish this up, but I also know we are out of time for this particular video, so I think we're going to end things here. And next time, we're going to move our capital and see what happens next now that we control the Boulder Dome. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.